What is going on, everybody? This is JMO back again, bringing you some hardcore domination from this past weekend's Double Weapon XP. And as you see, I got thrown in to a game that had already started. My team is down by 7 points, 30 something to 40 something, I believe, something like that. And so definitely a game to be able to come back from. So what I wanted to show you and go over is pretty much how I approach and play the game. But first, let me tell you what I'm doing. So I came behind this wide rock, which is a favorite spot of a lot of people, get a couple of kills. But once I got a couple of kills, I try to anticipate what their next move is going to be, and I'm anticipating for them to come through there, but I'm also anticipating for them to try to flank me from another spot. So this is an area that I like to hold down as well, though, because I can see in front of me, and in case they came from my right side like they did just now, I'm very easily able to pick them up because, again, very rarely will they be expecting for you to be there. And as you see, after I get a kill or two, I end up moving around. A lot of times I may end up staying around the same area. Other times I end up moving around the map. It just kind of depends on how the game flow may be going. So pretty much what I wanted to go over is I had somebody tell me earlier, somebody that actually, believe it or not, is a rusher, has actually seen my videos, and it has actually encouraged him to want to try camping. And one of the things that he said is that he's tried camping on some of the spots that he sees me holding down on some of my videos, but he made a comment that for some reason it seems like the people, you know, or the enemy comes more towards me, and I'm able to get kills a lot more frequently than he is, that a lot of times it takes him longer, and that the kills don't come quite as much as it does for me. But real quick, I see that the whole team is in the opposite side of the map, so right now it's the perfect time for me to try to go capture A, since there's no enemies back here. But once again, pretty much what I wanted to say is that the way that I approach the game is not so much just going to a particular spot. I do have my routes that I go to, but pretty much what I end up doing is once I get a couple of kills, and one thing about getting kills is sometimes getting the first few kills may take longer than other times. It's just, as you hear a lot of the campers, you know, say, it takes a little bit of patience. But once you get the first few kills, the action is going to keep on coming. And I was going to stay behind that tree though, but I've decided that it's probably better for me to go all the way in the back of the map, just in case a lot of them try to come at me at once, which, like as you see right now, 3 or 4 of them came in at the same time, or almost at the same time. But anyways, so what I was going to say is that the way that I keep the action coming to me is that once I get a few kills, I try to guess what their next move is going to be, and then I go to a spot and position myself in a way where I'm going to have the advantage in case they do come to where I'm expecting them to come at me from. So now as we start in the second half, we're down by 10 points, but at this point I have all my streaks, and so not to mention I have all my beehives. So what I'm about to do right now is I'm about to get settled in to start running the Cerberus, but I start placing the beehives, well, one on C to protect it, but then also all the way around me just in case somebody happens to come over here to where my buddy is. But I like getting behind this rock right here, as I mentioned on one of my previous videos, and control my Cerberus from behind there. A lot of times, even when they go back there, you being behind that rock for some reason is more than enough cover for them not to really see your body. And it's just so somebody had thrown a trophy there, but I was able to kill them soon after, so that trophy is going to play a little bit of a role later on, as you'll see. But as I was saying, pretty much again, when I'm approaching this game, I pretty much, you know, try to guess what my opponent is going to do next, and then as I mentioned, I try to position myself and move to where the action is going to be at, but at the same time put myself in an area where I'm going to have the advantage at all times. Now, it doesn't mean that you won't be able to get killed from the areas that I'm at. It just means that you have more than, you know, your chances of getting the kill as opposed to getting killed are greater than 50%. So that's pretty much all I mean by me having the advantage. So I guess if I was a boxer, I guess, you know how you have people that attack, you got people that are, you know, counter punchers. I would be the counter puncher, a defensive, specialist. I'm one that likes to counter what the enemy is going to be doing. Sometimes I may press the action and attack. It just depends on what my team needs me to be. But regardless of how I am going to approach this game, my first priority is always to try to get into my score streaks. So if I'm going to press the action, if I'm going to be more of a defensive, support type player, having your kill streaks always makes everything a lot easier, not just for you, but for your teammate as well. And as you see me, I got all my score streaks all over again. I believe I ended up getting the Cerberus in this game 3 times, and the Wraith, twice. Was close to getting it a 3rd time, but just barely ran out of time. Had I started from the beginning, I for sure would have gotten 3 Wraiths in this match. Now here I dropped my 2nd Cerberus, but I'm actually letting this one run on its own as I try to get this Hailstorm kill. And remember, they were using a trophy system. Well, yeah, that kept me from getting kills. Normally I run the sentry gun on this map because it gets me a lot of kills, but I wanted to give the Hailstorm a try on this map, see how it worked out for me. And it just happened to be the first time that I go without any kills with a Hailstorm. Now, the reason that I decided to let the Cerberus run on its own is because I'm actually thinking that I can actually get kills on my own from, back here, as I try to let it do its own thing. Now, here's my 2nd Wraith. Now, once again, the reason that I decided to let my Cerberus run on its own, even though I could probably get more kills with it, me controlling it, well, because the game is almost towards the end, I feel that I can get more kills with my weapon as opposed to with the Cerberus. And remember, with the Cerberus, each kill is only 25 points, and look how many kills I've gotten with my weapon. It's been 100 points per kill, which allowed me to get into my streaks all over again. So I was trying to get into my streaks as fast as possible one more time before the match ended, which it turned out to pay out for me. There's my Cerberus again. Well, it almost paid off. I was really trying to get the 3rd Wraith before the match ended. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to, but I ended up 47-0. Hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this match. My Wraith ended up getting the final kill. That was nice. But anyways, drop a like if you like this gameplay. Comment if you haven't already. Subscribe. Go ahead and do so. And I will catch you all soon.